Hey my dear friends, Sam Haymart with Test Driven TV. It's almost the end of 2022, and that means it's time to go down our list of cars that I test drove this year that I liked well enough that I'd buy them myself. Every year we anoint a select few vehicles we test with the honor of cars I'd buy, which is to say, it's good enough I would buy it with my own money. These are vehicles that hit a magic mix of aesthetic qualities, value quotients, fun to drive factors, or maybe it was just downright likable. This means, like most beauty contests, it's both thoughtful and measured, but ultimately subjective. This year, of the nearly 100 vehicles tested, we came in with just 8 winners to our I'd Buy It Dream Garage, and one vehicle on the list actually made it to our own garage. That's right, we put our money where our mouth is. Now we're going to do this list in alphabetical order, and first on the list is the Ford Bronco. It took 2 years and testing a couple of different models for the all-popular Ford Bronco family of off-roaders to make it to my buy list. I really liked it from the start with its modern take and new thinking to the basic formula that the Jeep Wranglers made famous for decades. Available in basic 4-cylinder models all the way up to the fire-breathing Raptor I tested this year and just flat fell in love with, the Bronco can be had in a way that fits most households. Yes, it's costly, especially these days with dealer market adjustments. If you are willing to pay for and wait for this toy, be sure to spend a little extra for the Sasquatch package or the Raptor. Next on our list, and the least expensive, is the Ford Maverick. Back on our list for the second year, the Ford Maverick has been a breakout success for the Blue Oval, quite literally selling out both in 2022 and just last September, the 2023 model year sold out in pre-orders in just 1 week, even with the healthy price bump. Fact is, Americans do want a smaller, less expensive, less complex, basic truck that they can put in their garage, park in tight spaces, and not go broke to feed. The Maverick Hybrid we purchased ourselves has averaged 43 miles to the gallon over a year and 18,000 miles, and the truck only cost us $20,000. So yes, it's a vehicle that we actually bought and would still recommend. Alright, number 3 on the list is the Honda Civic. Having tested 3 variations of the Civic, including the sedan, the hatch, and most recently the SI, I can say that any version of this car will be a good choice. Combine legendary Honda build quality inside and out with a new design that stands out, and how can you go wrong? Handling is sublime, performance is pleasing, and its overall character is definitely a step up from most of its peers, and you'll pay for that step up in most cases, but still, the Civic remains a hardcore value even though it costs a few pennies more, definitely worth the wait. Number 4 on the list, also a new age compact truck, the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Having tested the bargain argument Ford Maverick and even purchased one, I can tell you that the Hyundai Santa Cruz is the upgrade premium choice between the two. Its sense of style inside and out, an upgrade in total quality materials and features makes it worth the extra $6,000 it'll cost you across the board. It's available in both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive with both of its engine configurations and offers levels of performance and power that Maverick can't beat. It also offers options and features that Maverick does not. If you want to spend more and get more, this is the clear choice between the two. Number 5 on the list was quite honestly one of my favorite cars of the year. That is the all-electric Mercedes-Benz EQS. There's a growing list of all-electric luxury cars on the market, many of upstart manufacturers like Tesla, Lucid, and more. When it comes to the EQS, the way to really put this in a place is to say that it's the Mercedes-Benz S-Class of EVs. Period. The EQS in all of its forms brings the most of what Mercedes-Benz has to offer from its century plus of automotive engineering prowess. It just happens to be electric. From behind the wheel, it looks like a Mercedes, it smells like a Mercedes, and most important, drives like one. It's expensive, yes, but at least you know what you're getting with Mercedes-Benz. In all honesty, there's very few Mercedes-Benz cars that I've tested that I didn't like, and next on the list is the Mercedes-Benz GLE SUV. Having driven every engine configuration available in the GLE series SUV from Mercedes-Benz, this luxury SUV comes back to our list again. This year we tested the GLE 53, the more powerful mid-grade inline-six variation in emerald green. Like all the others tested, I loved its combination of solid quality to the bone, exquisite detail in the finish and fit, an interior that's a study on how it should be done, and a level of driving joy that's just hard to find in an SUV at any price. It doesn't matter whether you get the base model 4-cylinder at just under $60,000 or a fire-breathing V8 for twice that. This one is a winner. And now we have to segue to something a little bit more genteel. Number 7 on the list, the Ram 1500 pickup. Another repeat showing for this generation of the Ram pickup to our I'd Buy It list. This year I tested a well-done mid-grade Bighorn with the backcountry package. With all the get-you-there hardware underneath from the off-road Ram Rebel, and less of the fluff that costs a mint, I loved the plain wrapper combination. This generation of the Ram pickups for me represents likely the best of the big three American brands for overall design, appeal, quality, and value when it comes to just being a good old truck. Obviously, not everyone would agree. Trucks have loyalties after all, and Ram is hardly the best seller out there. But if I were buying a new full-size pickup, I'd most likely start right here. Last on our list for 2022, but certainly not least, is the all-new Subaru WRX. A pleasant surprise this year was the all-new Subaru WRX with its turbocharged flat 4 and 6-speed manual transmission. Honestly, I've never really been a Subaru guy, but this one really turned my nuts in a way that made me a believer. It has a visceral sound and feel, a power curve that's not only accessible, but explosive in an instant. Sharp, grippy handling, yes. Its level of fun and simplicity in a world full of semi-autonomous automatic Dulles-mobiles makes this car a standout from the rest. There, I kept it short and sweet. 8 cars this year. We've had other years where there were a lot more and years where there were less. It's been a good year for cars and a lot of electrics coming our way, and I think 2023 will definitely bring more of those. And so maybe we'll have more appearances of some EVs on the list for 2023. But until then, if you want to see any of the reviews on individual cars, you can see down below in our information section. The links for those videos are there, or we have the playlist right there for cars I'd buy. All of them are right there in one spot. Click. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel right there. Either way, stay tuned.